Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. Blake Snell is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man. Two and two.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball one. Previous history with Blake Snell, batting .500, 4 for 8. Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
The 2-1 home. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Three and two now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all three pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Stepping up now, Brandon Lowe. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead 0-1. And the pitch. A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Austin Meadows. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Popped up. Donaldson in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Meadows, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Josh Donaldson digging in now. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Josh Donaldson.
Now here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's another 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Eddie Rosario. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Garver.
Digging in, Mitch Garver. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. One and 2 to the Twins catcher.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still 1 pitch away from sitting in the dugout.
And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Here's Miguel Sano, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, the pitch.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Two-0 count. The pitch.
That's ball 3. 3-0.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Coming to the plate now, Luis Arias, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ji-Man Choi. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Ji-Man Choi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
Here comes the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Nope.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Donaldson's there. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Hunter Renfroe.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's out.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Now the 2-1.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. There's ball 4.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jose.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Martinez. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Martinez, once a member of the Cardinals organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next will be Willie Adames. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Two out with the man at first. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Rays strand just the 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled away. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is laid off of down and in.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Stepping into the box, Max Kepler. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. From the stretch. Fouled off. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch, and it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Right fielder looking up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Jorge Polanco as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Cruz awaits the 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Josh Donaldson waits on deck. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
4 runs here in this half inning. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Kiermaier will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Mitch Garver.
Stepping in, Mitch Garver. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0. Ball, that's out.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's popped up. Low. Ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Sano.
Now to the plate, Miguel Sano. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Sano is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. Two pitch is fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Twins are in front 4-0. So here's Kevin Kiermaier, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Mike Zunino.
So here's Mike Zunino. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And he misses with it, 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in to try it again, Luis Arias. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Renfroe is there, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Into the box now, Byron Buxton. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Diaz is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. On its way is pitch number 75. And he pops it up. Meadows coming in on it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco, and he fouls this one off. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. The 2-1 home. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Reined in. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us are back with more following this. Up next for the Rays, Austin Meadows. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Austin Meadows.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2. Ball, that's out.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. First pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. 1 out here in the Tampa Bay 4th, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. He's set. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Popped him up. Arrives over to his left. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Striding into the box, Hunter Renfroe reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on 2-2.
Full count.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. They trail here 4-0. Ready once again, Nelson Cruz. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind an account 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another payoff pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Once again a 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Jalen Beeks, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Jalen Beeks.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
This is line to left, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. He'll get it into second, and he is in there.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
At the plate, Mitch Garver.
That's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A 1-0 delivery. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Beeks, an Arkansas native. He was a 12th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Here now the 2-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Into the box, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins strand a pair, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
And leading up.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jose Martinez. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Into the box now, Willie Adames looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Adames stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch in the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Get hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And that's taken for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
And that misses 2-2.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Brandon Lowe, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
3-2 with the bases loaded. High and deep to straightaway right. Kepler looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Yeah, and you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing he could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
To the plate now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
The 1-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And there are 2 away now.
Third baseman number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line shot back to the mound, and somehow he comes up with it. But one more look here at the big blow for the Rays. A grand slam home run. Through 5 innings, all even now at 4 apiece. Digging in once again, Luis Arias. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Luis Arias.
First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Ball. Count 2-1.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
So now to the plate, Max Kepler, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Yep. 1-1. Little chopper down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
A man at third with 1 away. Full count to Max Kepler, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jorge Polanco waits on deck. And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the run's in to score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll break the tie and make it a 5-4 ball game. Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. 4-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
2 out, nobody on. Well hit to right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-1 home.
I got 2-1 to count.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Kiermaier is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Twins 5, the Rays 4. Tyler Duffy enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit.
And leading up for the Rays, the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
First offering on its way. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0.
Ball that time.
1 out, nobody on. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
And he fouls this one off. Three-two pitch. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Jose Martinez, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Down the third baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Stepping in now, Willie Adames, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Rays strand just the 1. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Striding forward now is the DH, Nelson Cruz. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Oliver Drake comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Eddie Rosario will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. None out, runners at first and second. That evens it up, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Ready now, 2-strike pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Mitch Garver stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. He's ready. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And it's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Ball 2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Twins strand a pair. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Tyler Clippard gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tyler Clippard.
Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 the count. And he lays off for ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Two balls and no strikes.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here's the 3-0. A high fastball is in there. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss at the splitter. 3-1, and it's 3-2 now.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll dive back in. Into the box now, Brandon Lowe. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Two-0 count. The pitch hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Garver is after it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Corey Guerin takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 38, Corey Guerin.
Austin Meadows will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. One and one, the pitch. Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. And he got him. Twins bullpen does the job there. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 5, the Rays 4. Colin Poche has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in, Luis Arias. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The second baseman, Luis Arias.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's Byron Buxton now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Renfroe is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Now here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 5-4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First offering on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is a slider that backs up for a ball. Guerin was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Three and 0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
The 3-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Buxton is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So here's the cleanup hitter, G-Man Choi. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Now batting, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Jose Martinez.
Trevor May enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Jose Martinez will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
2-1 now.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Fouled off. Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 1 left for Tampa. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Chaz Rowe enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Daniel Robertson is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 28.
Jorge Polanco will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Leading off for Minnesota, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
From the stretch, 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Rowe is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for Minnesota, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
The next twin up, Nelson Cruz. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Cruz awaits the 1-0. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
Two and two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first now with one away, and here's Donaldson. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Runners on first with one down. Slider laid off for a ball.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Full count still. The next 3-2. High in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Count remains full.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And the payoff pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0.
2-0.
Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Taylor Rogers comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 55, Taylor Rogers.
Striding in, Willie Adames. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Willie Adames.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Three and two now.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Rosario is there. Makes the play, one away.
The batter, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Rays down to their final out now. And that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's out.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Twins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jose Barrios is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Rays, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.